Ha 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 ha. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand opening of the speakeasy, niggas. Go get your drinks, sit back, relax, and I'm going to talk to you people today. I gotta talk about a nigga named Loose Booted Lenon. Hey, player, take time is you on. Well, see, what I'm going to be breaking down today is the fact that a man who takes care of his family is judged completely different than a nigga who just neglectful and don't take care of his family at all. You see where I'm by choice. You see where I'm coming from. Not by court system or bitter baby moms or none of that. Those of us who take care of our families as men, we do it because we're expected to do it and we're supposed to do it. And we are not to be celebrated for doing what we are supposed to do. You see where I'm coming from. And the fact that we are judged different from those who just neglect their children, we also judge different. So we're not giving credit for taking care of our kids because that's what we're supposed to do. But we are given credit and judged by the way we treat people outside of our family, nigga. So don't you fucking grandstand ever again about the fact that you take care of your kids, little nigga, because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna be teaching today, and this might be the first installment of the shockumentary by the speakeasy. If we gonna call this one Dissing Dishonor. Hey, look here, man. Like I said, get y'all drinks and shit. We about to turn up on this motherfucker right here, player. Let's start the show. I'm right here. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch. You counterproductive, degenerate motherfucker.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch.
Umar, I apologize.
Bitch. You counterproductive, degenerate motherfucker. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it. Well, look at this old horse face looking ass nigga. Snub nose, Trey 80 ass looking nigga. Old Scotty Pippen looking ass motherfucker. This nigga look like, he got that look on his face like he smells something stank. Oh, Tony Terry ass looking motherfucker. Now this here be the first thing we gotta discuss because you got a lot of gay alligators out there about you. You ain't gonna deal with them gay alligators about you. See what we gonna do right now is, y'all see this motherfucking video right here on your screen? You see Lynn. That's not a video that men should make. The size matter. The truth about wee sizes. This motherfucker, niggas don't sit around and talk about wee sizes. You see, Lenny Lynn, I didn't even click on that motherfucker, and you know how YouTube, when you go to a video and shit, and the shit start playing, in the front, to give you a motherfucking preview and shit. I'm expecting to see the motherfucking, to see his wife or some shit up there with him. No. This nigga was discussing wee sizes. Now, that video is a video that only can be made by women. Does size matter? The truth about wee sizes. Hey, player. Look here, nigga. The only motherfuckers that can make that video is women and motherfuckers who had one up in them before. What the fuck is you worried about wee-wee sizes for? You need to address these motherfucking alligators, nigga. These alligators ain't going no fucking where until you address them, alright? I, I think you in trouble today, little nigga.
Because I'm sexy with mines. Okay, I'm very sexy with. My wife told me I'm very sexy with mine.
The fuck you say? The fuck is funny?
Later, my ass coming in, shit. I've been waiting on my ass for a long time.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, I just be in the bathroom, just in the mirror looking back.
Didn't your dumb ass say that on YouTube?
Checking your reflection and telling your best friend, like, girl, I think my butt getting big. Oh.
Magnificent.
Fuck you so tickled about? What the fuck is you laughing at?
You getting there, bro. Just keep eating. Keep eating and sitting.
You counterproductive, degenerate motherfucker.
You gonna cry in the car.
Oh, don't cry now, motherfucker. They ain't fucking alligators no more. This shit is facts. Shit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to pay close attention to this part here, where he bitching about Umar making quote-unquote physical threats and shit like that, because we gotta come back to that later on. So this section here, make sure you remember what this nigga is saying, because later on in this here shockumentary, it's going to be some shit, contradictory shit, and we gonna break it down. So make sure y'all remember this part right here. Right here.
He can threaten them. He can act like he's gonna physically assault people. He can threaten them. He can act like he's gonna physically assault people. He can threaten them. He can act like he's gonna physically assault people, or he doxes people. If it hasn't worked in the past, because Umar, you already done all of those things. You guys remember that? And remember, I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats. I was done with Umar until he issued the physical threats and tried to do the doxing. Remember that? And I said, okay, no, fuck that. Okay, you want to play? Okay, let's go. And look what's happened as a result. There's only so much disrespect that any person can take before until at a certain point they have to verbalize in a particular way to get the message across. You get the Shockumentary Part 1. I'm working on pre-production on Shockumentary Part 2. Oh my goodness, people.
Y'all see that? Y'all
like
see
I said,
that?
I've been collecting
that
receipts,
motherfucker
Umar.
rubbing them fingers together.
If the shit didn't work before, why the fuck
ready
you think
to
it's gonna
pay
work
off,
now,
you
bro?
niggas.
That's what I'm saying. And I told myself I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna be professional about it. But listen, that shit's not going to work with me. It's not. I'm not the fucking one, bro.
You think you tough? Think you tough, huh?
Umar, you may think that. Maybe you may have this misconception because maybe a person looks a certain way, or because they kind of carry themselves a certain way. I tend to be very laid back about shit. I really tend to be that way. I tend to bring things calm and keep things calm and shit. That's how I am. That's my personality.
Your problem is you got an inferiority complex. Don't blame me for that shit.
But don't fuck with me, bro. And don't fuck with my family. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You can be the biggest dude, you can be the smallest dude.
Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech, nigga. Speak your speech. You built like that? I got some shit for you.
I don't give a shit. Don't fuck with me.
Bitch, I'm right here, nigga. Come bring it.
Now this is where the shockumentary starts. This part of it, we gonna break down the character of the real Lenon, Mr. Dishonor. We gonna see what type of cat he is. I'm gonna be stopping it, like he do, but I ain't gonna scrutinize every fucking pixel in the damn video, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on no old, look at that dandelion Umar just stepped on. We gonna report you to the botanist and all that dumb shit. But we gonna show y'all the exact type of nigga we dealing with right here. This nigga's a fraud, yo. He's a phony ass nigga. Yeah.
dead. And I'm kind of pleading with the dude because I mean, wherever we're at in life, like everyone is in a particular place in their own personal development. So it ain't like anyone is better than anyone else. I can't say that I'm better than that dude or anyone else for that matter. I got my own struggles that I'm working through, right? So we can't like look down upon people because of where they're at, because most people are in places where they don't want to be.
Yeah. Oh, you right. Most people are in places where they don't want to be. And you just said you can't be looking down on niggas. Ain't that right, Lenon? Because that's the honorable thing to do. But you don't have a problem with looking down on Umar and trying to magnify every mistake this brother's making. He's trying to do something. It takes time and it's rough, but yet you sit there and you look down on him and magnify and fault find every little fucking thing he does. But in this video, you saying you can't look down on nobody, little nigga. What type time is you on? Why are you treating this black man this way? See, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna get into that, but let me tell you something now, little nigga. We gonna get you. We on need no honor. We on your ass. Pause, cause you might get excited, you little wet ass nigga.
And some people want to be and are striving to be in better places. And there are other people that they're fine with where they're at. I understand that too, but I can't look down upon the brother. You see, so I'm pleading with him. I'm basically saying, look, man, you have to cut this shit off because you end up dead. Okay, 4 days later, the daughter came home and found him collapsed on the floor in the bathroom. She calls the police. The police come out, ambulance and fire truck. They open up the door. They come in and they automatically, I see them because I can like walk out my door, make on the left, this on this side, and I can look straight to the left and look right into their door, right into where the bathroom is at. It's a small house. It's a 1-bedroom.
Now, I'm gonna let this bitch fest run. The nigga just did a whole motherfucking hour-long video bitching and shit. But he revealed a lot about himself. And y'all gonna see. So I'm gonna let this shit run, and I'll be back as soon as this motherfucker fuck up. Here I go.
I said, is dude done? He said, yeah, he's done. He overdosed. He OD'd. And dude died. Why did this happen? Because of the drugs. See, he wasn't able to be on the square to such a degree that it took his own life. This happens all the time. You see, so part of my message here is that, man, we can't be fucking with the drugs, men. Okay, women too, but men in particular, we can't, because it really destabilizes our ability to be men, to be fathers, to be husbands. Okay, and I grew up again in a household that was full of dysfunction because my father was on alcohol extreme, King Cobra and malt liquor, the 40 ounces. Smoked all kinds of weed, used to grow the weed. And then other types of drugs, and at a certain point he got on crack, and it's a wrap. Okay, remember the crack epidemic? Okay, crack, it was a wrap. So I done seen so much. So even when this went down, I remember my wife was like, you know, this is crazy. But I didn't really have an emotional reaction to it because I done seen enough shit in my life to where I'm desensitized to that. But I recognize that the reason why that happened was because he wasn't able to be on the square because of the drugs. Okay. So the point that I'm making here is, in the neighborhood that we live in, there are things that happen quite often, right? And part of the reason why I'm doing this video is as a reminder to myself as a man that I need to step my game up, if you will, so that I can move my family into a bigger home and into a better neighborhood, because this shit is not working.
It ain't working. Hey, boy, listen here. Let me give y'all a little background. This bitch fest was brought to you so that he can then go and pull a fucking GoFundMe to get me out of the hood, because the motherfucker ain't got enough motherfucking skills or a skill set to get himself out of the hood. Let me tell you something, Lenon. When you start laying down with a woman and you start spurting out kids left and right, the first motherfucking thing you should do when you had a first kid is make sure you got enough skills to take care of the family, regardless of how many children you have, you little punk motherfucker. Now, since you want to fault find with niggas, I find a lot of fault with you, player. Now, he's going to be revealing. He's going to be revealing a lot of shit, and we going to get right into it, because now we're starting to see the real Lenon right after this clip right here. Ah, man, you going to see the real motherfucker right here, and I am discerning enough to see it, little nigga. I ain't got no degrees, but I can read a punk motherfucker when I see one, and you fit the bill, nigga.
And we don't deserve this shit, okay? And the reason I'm saying this is because we live in a stable home environment. My wife and I, we've been together for 15 years, been married for 13. We got 5 beautiful babies. We homeschool, we're vegan. We don't argue, we don't fuss and fight. I don't call her out her name, she don't call me out. And don't let no motherfucker call my wife out my name, out her name, because it's gonna be a problem.
You's a fucking nut, nigga. You's a fucking nut.
I'm the front line of defense every single day as a husband and as a father. And I'm always on guard out here. When my children are out here playing, I'm on guard. You know, there's a term, they call it hypervigilance. I'm hypervigilant because of the type of shit that I went through growing up. And my father not being there as a protective force, but being an abusive force, abusing, beating on my mama, beating on us. So I developed this defense mechanism. Nowadays, I'm hypervigilant. And some people may say, okay, it's to your detriment, but don't. But look, one thing is not gonna happen is none of my children are gonna be abused. They're not gonna be bullied. None of them are gonna be sexually molested. My wife is not gonna be assaulted. That shit is not gonna happen because I'm on my square every single motherfucking day.
I'm on my square every motherfucking day, G. Y'all see how much of a fucking square this nigga is? Now I know y'all heard the motherfucker just said, he said, we don't smoke, we don't drink, we don't argue, we don't this. I take care of my 5 kids and my wife and all that bullshit that you just said, nigga. Well, what you don't realize is you don't do none of the fucking things that your neighbors do. The drinking, the drugging, and all of that shit. Yet you all are still in the same fucking neighborhood, in the same fucking predicament. So you don't deserve that. Because you taking care of your family and all of that shit. I used to love to bring home the groceries, ass nigga. Huh? But they do. Because they drinking and drugging. You see, Lenon? You are, you one of them entitled motherfuckers, ain't you? You think just because you doing what you're fucking supposed to do, that you entitled to something. Nah, nigga, you're not. Cause all of that shit that you said you don't do, those other people do, yet y'all still all together in the same fucking situation. So what's the problem, Lenon? Huh? What separates from you? What separate you from them, cuz? Talk to me, player. It must be something else, huh? Yeah, but the fact that you sat there and said y'all don't deserve this, as if those people do who have particular issues. You's a bitch nigga, and it's gone too far, and you know it don't matter anyway. I'm cooking you, nigga. Sit back and learn.
But I know one thing that, and I'm sorry, excuse the language too, by the way. So if you're younger and you're viewing this language, excuse the language, because I'm not a proponent of using that type of language, but I'm about to get into a topic in a moment where that language is going to be necessary. So please bear with me here. I don't talk like that normally. I don't talk like that with my wife, but this is the language that I grew up on. See, a lot of times what happens is people see where I'm at and where I've developed to, and they think that somehow I've always been that way. That's not true. I used to be a broke down motherfucker back in the day. Okay, I had my issues. I had to work through those issues. And one of the issues that I had to work through was how I communicated to people and the language that I would use. So in a minute, it's gonna get a little bit more. Okay, so, but I'm just saying for you younger brothers who are seeing this, I don't endorse us using that type of language. Not with each other, not with our spouses, not with anyone for that matter. because we have to refine ourselves as men day by day. That means our thoughts, our words, and our actions, words being even our vocabulary. If you can't speak 2 words without saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you got a motherfucking problem. You need to work on your vocabulary, brother. And ain't nothing stopping you from doing that. You see? Let me not digress. Global white supremacy ain't stopping me from doing shit. It's not stopping you from doing shit either. So let's excuse the excuses, because we ain't got time for that. As a group of people, we ain't got time for that. Okay, so we've had problems with people who have lived over there for 6 years now, and there's been all kinds of people that have come through next door. And my wife and I, we've been very patient because we're very peaceful. I'll be out here gardening. You think I got time to be beefing with people and talking shit? I ain't got time. I'm out here trying to go. Look at my dog trying to dig out. Hey, you cut it out. I know what you're trying to do. I'll be out here meditating on these rocks right here. You think I got time to be trying to beef with people about bullshit?
Y'all hear this motherfucker? I'll be out here meditating on these rocks and shit. You think I got time to be bullshitting with people? Ha! But you got 3 motherfucking hours on the motherfucking weekend to bullshit about Umar Johnson and shit, right? This motherfucker sitting on rocks, meditating and shit. You fucking gardener. Y'all keep watching this shit.
You see, I'm writing books. I'm working on a documentary right now. You think I got time? So our environment is not reflective of where we are at in our own growth and our own evolution. Not that we're better than anyone else, but in terms of our progressions and what we're evolving to and where we're at right now, this is not reflective of that. And I'm trying my best to make it reflective of that. That's why I started the garden. I know it looks broke down right now, but that's because we've had some extreme heat and it destroyed the garden. But guess what? I'm starting over. Okay? Sometimes it's the best thing to do is to start over. But this video is a reminder to myself that I need to step my game up as a husband and as a father so that I can earn more income, so that I can get my family into a bigger home and get them in a better neighborhood.
So GoFundMe count is earning
cool.
a bigger income, huh?
And my oldest son is 12, and I don't want him to get to
begging
16
for
and he
money.
has to see this type of shit.
It count as earning a bigger income. Your fault, nigga.
So we've had problems with people who have lived over here, but you know what?
Oh, hey, boy. Hey, Lenon, slow the fuck down, nigga. Pump them fucking brakes. I know you ain't about to say what the fuck I think. Hey, no. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Lenon. Your coochie wet. Your coochie wet. Hey, is that your coon hanging out? You need to turn that shit down. Hey, tuck that shit in, nigga. I know you ain't about to fucking say what I think you about to say. Hey, but look here, ladies and gentlemen. Lenny feels some type of way about you niggas. I'm sorry I had to spoil it, but he feels some type of way about you niggas. This is the nigga y'all fucking with. Alright, my bad, I'm gonna let this shit go.
We have not had the types of problems from the neighbors over the last 6 years, whether they be white, whether they be Mexican, or what have you, until we got some African American folk out here.
You motherfucker!
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all get mad if you want to, but black lives don't matter to most black people.
Look at the cool.
How you gonna say black lives matter when you disrespect your own people on a daily and you don't give a fuck, quote unquote? How does black lives matter when you an absentee father with your broke down ass? I said it. How does black lives matter when you call your women bitches and hoes and thoughts and maggots and bed wenches, including so-called black leaders do this shit? Black lives matter?
I thought about it, but I
fuck
never
outta
called
here.
it no fucking
Black
thought.
lives matter do not matter to most black people, and this is the truth. Now, I don't prescribe to the concept or the notion of race because the concept and the notion of race is not backed by a scientific evidence of proof.
Now, hold the fuck up. You just said you don't subscribe to race and all that shit because it ain't backed up by scientific evidence. What the fuck you talking about when you just said y'all ain't had the motherfucking problems that y'all had until the niggas showed up. Black folks showed up and shit. So how the fuck don't you subscribe to race and shit when you said y'all ain't had no motherfucking problems till the niggas showed up and shit? Now, if you really believed in that motherfucking philosophy that you philosophizing and shit, then you would have just fucking said we had them problems until these particular group of people showed the fuck up. You see, this is what the fuck happens when the motherfucker try to play smart, but he ain't really smart. He's just a fucking dickhead and shit. This motherfucker right here, boy. Hey, boy, we fucking with you right now.
It's a concept. It's an illusionary concept, but the fact that it's illusionary does not negate the fact that it has influence on people's perceptions of other people, and that there are behavior patterns that manifest and materialize out of this concept that are detrimental to the global population.
Allow me to partologize myself. Suppositorily speaking, my incarceration has forced, you understand, the ventilation of, shall I say, my dairy air. And upon my discharge, I will ejaculate my mind to the prophylactic of the bowels of society.
What the fuck? Damn, this motherfucker just spit out about 15 motherfucking $50 words. All the motherfucking words had about 5 syllables in them motherfuckers. This motherfucker think he's smart. Hey, nigga, that shit was deep. You see, brother, what the fuck you saying was really deleterious to the whole motherfucking situation going on in the motherfucking hood, because I'm on my square every motherfucking day, G. Sit this bitch ass nigga down.
I recognize that, but I'm not teaching my son that he's black or African American or other. I'm not teaching my daughters that either. Okay, because these labels cause serious problems. But I will say this in this video, I'm not even gonna say most, many black people don't give a shit about black people. You wanna say African American, you wanna say Moor, you wanna say Hebrew Israelite, whatever the case may be.
Who happens to be a black man trying
This video is not about Black Lives Matter because I can give a fuck. How many of these people are out here marching and are absentee fathers? Get your ass off the street and not paying your child support and complaining about the child. You was man enough to ejaculate into a vagina, but you're not man enough to pay child support?
You man enough to ejaculate inside a vagina? Look here, nigga. It's a lot of reasons why some people just not taking care of their kids. I myself personally, fuck nigga, would not allow anything to prevent me from taking care of my kids. But I'm not in other motherfucking situations, man. You know the motherfucking child support system is designed to get the man out of the home and put the man in a hole. It's against masculinity, dude. So why the fuck can't you, in all your infinite wisdom and shit, try and look and see into another motherfucking situation and put yourself in their shoes. Maybe it's a situation that you yourself couldn't fucking handle. You see where I'm coming from? But, man, it's a lot of reasons why motherfuckers don't take care of their kids. I don't agree with them. I ain't that motherfucker. But listen here, man. Shit be going down, and this shit you ain't aware of. You can't put yourself in another motherfucker's shoes and see what the situation is, then verify, all right, that's a fucked up situation. I see where you at. You need to shut the fuck up and stop being so damn judgmental, yo, bitch nigga.
And then you want to say Black Lives Matter and you an absentee father? Get the fuck out of here. Black lives don't matter to most black people, and this is the truth. And I'm going to say most, because in my experience, it has been most. And this doesn't mean, I'm not saying all, because I do care. I do videos talking about manhood, trying to help young brothers to evolve into men. You know, I got 3 sons. Every single day, I got to provide them with a positive example. I'm breaking all the negative stereotypes about African-American men or black men, all of them. I haven't lived a sexually promiscuous lifestyle. I don't smoke weed. I don't do alcohol, never have. See, I ain't got baby mamas. All of my children are by the same woman, and that's the way that it go. You see what I'm saying? I don't call women bitches and hoes. Have I called women bitches and hoes? Yes. In my youth, in my ignorance, do I do it now? No. You see, I'm irresponsible. No, I'm very irresponsible. I'm an absentee father. No, I'm in my children's lives every single day. I'm breaking all of the negative racial stereotypes about African American men.
Oh, see that there? That's that bullshit right there. You one of them niggas who think you're fucking entitled to something because you're doing what the fuck you supposed to do. Speaking about, I'm breaking all the racial stereotypes. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something about those racial stereotypes, nigga. Now I'm teaching you, fuck nigga. The motherfuckers who made those racial stereotypes, they don't give a fuck whether you fit the profile or not. You still a nigga. To them, don't you understand that, nigga? So while you fighting against racial stereotypes set forth by motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about you, or whether you fit the stereotype or not, cause you're still a nigga in their eyes, it don't mean nothing at the end of the day, nigga. Do you understand that, you punk motherfucker? So before you run around here talking about all that you doing to break stereotypes, it don't mean shit when you understand the game, nigga. Now put that in your motherfucking pocket, bitch.
All of them. Part of my life purpose is to do that. And in the process, I'm trying to help younger males, whether you're African American or otherwise, to grow into men. Okay. But we have not had the type of problems that we've had until we had some African American folk move over here. So let me give y'all some of this.
Oh, shit. This motherfucker right here. Oh, he about to give y'all some shit. Hey, Lenon, he don't really fuck with you niggas like that. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. This dude right here, he's something else, but y'all fuck with him. Go on, keep on fucking with the nigga. I'm just exposing the truth about him. We got a saying in hoops, ball don't lie.
It is about 6 a.m. in the morning right now. Okay, I would have been up anyway because I want to get up before it gets too hot out here to work on the garden. Because we got burnt up, so I'm starting over. And I made this garden because I want, even though we're in a not too nice neighborhood, at least I can do as a man is to make stuff as comfortable as possible inside and outside, based upon the budget that we have. That's what real men do. I'm not gonna complain, but I do know one thing, we're moving up and out of here as soon as possible. We're gonna make this happen, okay? So I'm up early this morning, and I go to bed around 10 p.m. last night, and I go to bed before my wife, and then at about 1:30 in the morning, here comes the bass music bumping next door. Boom. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom. Got the boom boom clap. Boom 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 boom. Got the boom boom clap. And then, because it's hot out here, we have to leave the window open. And then here comes the language. Motherfucking nigga, bitch ass, man, fuck you. Suck my dick, man, if you a pussy, this motherfucking nigga. And I'm trying to sleep, my wife's trying to sleep. I got babies in the next room sleep. I don't want them hearing that shit. Okay, I grew up around the shit, but that don't, just because I grew up around it, does that mean that my children have to hear, or that I pass down that legacy to my children? No. See, and the thing is that we've had this problem with them for over 9 months. Okay, not only is the music loud, but the music is foul, the things that are being said, and then their language is foul. So it's one thing if you're going to do that, but turn it down to where people around you don't have to hear it. Respect other people's peace. See, you can't say that Black Lives Matter if you don't even respect the peace of other black people. You see what I'm saying? And we have this serious issue in the African American community. We don't give a fuck about each other. Really, we don't. We don't give a fuck about our children. A lot of us, we drop our children off with grandma, and that's precisely what's done over here. So let me give you guys insight. Over here we have, it's a 1-bedroom, And before they kicked out the last dude and their daughter and her boyfriend, there were about 11 people living over here. And I understand financial strains, I understand that, but see, you have financial strains because you're alcoholics. I'm talking about the grandparents who are probably about 10 years older than I am. You're alcoholics and you're drug addicts. That's why you have financial issues.
You alcoholics and you drug addicts. That's why you have listen to this bitch ass nigga. I know the fuck you ain't talking about financial issues. See, these motherfuckers over here that you talking about and shit, they drug addicts and alcoholics, and like I said, they got financial issues. But you ain't a drug addict or alcoholic, and you got financial issues, motherfucker. What the fuck is the difference? I think you might have to stop bitching so much, nigga. You talking about they y'all hear this nigga? They got financial issues because they drug addicts and dope dealers and shit. But this motherfucker right here got financial issues also, and he had to come all the way to YouTube and beg the fucking YouTube community for money to get out of that motherfucking situation. So tell us why you having financial issues. You don't drink, you don't smoke, you're perfect, Lenon. I meditating on your rock and shit, yo fuck nigga. This is the nigga that y'all fuck with. Keep rolling with him. I'm about to close this out soon, but hey, we're gonna expose who this nigga really is.
Okay, you guys are always drunk. You're always bickering with each other, yelling and screaming at each other. I'm talking about grown folk. That's the other thing in the African American community. People who should be elders act like children. And they're up there, motherfuck you, nigga, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my house. You ain't shit. Fuck you. Go do this, go do that. And they're talking this shit all day. Especially once they get the alcohol in them. You see what I'm saying? So you figure if you have parents who raise the next generation with that type of behavior and attitude and orientation toward life, then the children of their children are going to be screwed up. And that's precisely the case. See, even right now, they're bumping their music, talking all that shit next door. See? I wish I should go over there and let y'all hear it. Okay, and matter of fact, I'm going to have to tell hold on just a second. I got to tell my children to go inside because I don't want them hearing that.
Bitch ass nigga.
Baby, go inside, okay?
Grandstanding for the motherfucking camera. I gotta go tell the kids, go in the
Go
house.
inside. Where's Saida at?
What the fuck? They can probably hear the shit in the house, Lenon.
Okay, stay in the house, okay,
He
baby?
only doing this shit for the camera. This is a bitch ass nigga right here. Man, oh man.
Yeah, you
I
might
would
be able to hear
hate to
them.
be your
Nah,
fucking
motherfucking nigga.
Oh, fuck,
It's
nigga.
ridiculous.
Mel Karen.
And you know, the
ass
grandparents are over there. I thought they were gone, but they're over there. See, you got grandparents ain't got no sense. They raising these babies. The babies ain't got no sense, and then these babies have babies, and these babies ain't. And then these babies are now left over here with the grandparents, and the grandparents are basically raising them. And then the cycle perpetuates itself. Irresponsible. But why? Because of the drugs, because of the alcohol. You see, that's a serious problem in Africa, and it's been so normalized. I mean, we got whole music genres that talk about smoking weed and drinking 40s, cruising down the street smoking Indo, smoking on gin and juice. That's programming. And we wonder why so much inside the African American community is screwed up, in particular our family structures. I mean, you can't have a stable family if you're an alcoholic. It's impossible. No matter what color you are or skin color you are, it's impossible. Any of y'all who grew up with parents who are alcoholics, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't expect to have a stable, loving household if you got parents who are on drugs. It's simply impossible. It's not possible. You have to have a level of stability. And there's so much instability that goes on over here. But anyway, so when they first moved here, when they first moved in, I remember I was looking out the window and my wife was standing there with me. And she said, oh, we have some new neighbors. And I said, you know what? They're going to be a problem.
You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk.
Now she said, what? How you going to say that? I said, I already know. She said, how do you know that? I said, I already know. I can just look and tell.
And that's exactly what bitch niggas do. They look and they tell. You old folk nigga, you gonna say you could just look at these black folk and tell that they gonna be a problem. It sounds to me like you're racially profiling motherfuckers. Well, what kind of man would racially profile another black man? Hey, Lenon, Your coon hanging out, nigga. Tuck that shit in, boy.
And C, time told the truth. They have been a serious problem from day one, okay? Playing loud music, the language, going, and I know I've been using some language in this video, okay, excuse that, but I'm doing it for a particular reason, okay? The language, playing loud music. One of the dudes played drums, and he would play drums. Leave the door wide open, playing drums. He also had a keyboard. He would turn this all the way up as loud as possible when he's playing, okay? Not respecting other people's peace, you see? A couple of times playing drums at 11 p.m., 12 midnight, 1 a.m., and then bumping the music, playing it really loud. And the type of music they was playing was so, you know, so disrespectful. Man,
Why you do the two little bumps like that?
You and all this kind. I don't want it, and I don't want my children hearing that. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you really cared about your own people, you would respect their peace. Okay? And the grandparents over there, they ain't got no sense either, because they don't respect people's peace, and their children don't respect other peace. And then you got these babies that are being raised in that environment. And we're talking about a one-bedroom.
All right. Nah. All right, look. Before I get to the crux of the video and the main shit, how the fuck is you gonna sit there and talk about respecting other motherfuckers' peace when you don't give Umar a moment's peace? You got bitch ass Kong Crazy. He dropped the motherfucking video earlier in the day, and then you picked the shit up and fucking scrutinized every blade of grass in the motherfucking video. Why don't you respect this man's peace? Regardless of whether fucking not you like his persona, attitude, or what the fuck ever, you gotta respect his peace, right? But no, your bitch ass has allowed your whole motherfucking channel to be a motherfucking rest haven for all of these cantankerous, bitter hoes who want to project their anger against male masculinity and put that shit on Umar, and you give him a motherfucking platform to do it. You fool ass bitch made punk. But what? Now we gotta get to why you here, because I can't take this shit. This shit's fucking up my brain. But I'm gonna fast forward to the points that we need. There's about 2 more points left, and I hope y'all appreciate the work I put in on this here shockumentary dishonor. So let's continue to cook this fork, nigga. One time, I'm gonna take my time. You understand me?
They don't, in other words, they don't give a shit. Okay, it's just another person talking, and they're talking nice, and he's a gardener, he has these babies, and he's out here hugging the baby. He must be weak. He's one of them weak niggas, okay? He's one of them simp niggas, right? He's out here taking care of his family. He's out here meditating on rocks. He's out here gardening. He don't argue with his wife, okay? He's a peaceful dude. He must be weak. So this is one of the programs that we have in the African-American community. So after about 9 months of this, I was kind of fed up, and I'd been real peaceful. My language was real peaceful, and one time they was out here, late at night, it was about 1 in the morning. They're bumping their music really loud. Our walls are shaking, our windows are shaking in the bedroom. My wife's trying to go to sleep, I'm trying to go to sleep. And that was it for me. I came out and I looked over the fence and I was like, motherfucker, y'all gotta do this shit right now. Okay.
Okay. See, now we getting somewhere. So, first of all, this motherfucking lying. Hey, Leonard, if you and Umar was to meet in the middle of Atunde Park, I bet you he'd be shit down your motherfucking leg. You's a punk motherfucker. You ain't gonna do shit to nobody. So we know you lying in this motherfucking video, cause you's a bitch nigga. And bitch niggas don't talk like that. That's why you whispering when you saying the shit. But let's just say for the sake of argument, he ain't lying. You know what? I'm gonna let the shit play. I'm gonna show y'all something.
And the one dude, the daughter's boyfriend, I said, and I can't even remember his name. Where's such and such? Where's that motherfucker at? His girlfriend says, oh, hold on, sir. She goes back, and then she talks to him inside this little shed over. He was in the shed. They out here over here doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and bumping their music. And then she comes back and says, oh, he's busy. I said, what? That motherfucker ain't busy. Y'all turn that shit off, or I'm gonna call the popo. Y'all either handle it now this way, or I'll just go ahead and call the popo. Popo means police. Okay, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so for y'all who don't know, Popo mean police. Look at this fucking square ass nigga. You don't be on your square every motherfucking day, G. You is a fucking square every motherfucking day, G. Hey, look, this motherfucker ready to call the cops on motherfuckers playing loud music. But wait, it gets worse.
Okay, I didn't grow up with the very positive perspective on police because I've seen police officers abusive ones, and not all police officers are abusive, but I've seen enough in my life, and I've been harassed and abused myself enough to know that that's not the first thing that you do. You don't just make a phone call. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, am I too loud? Huh? Am I too loud? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got some other neighbors. I'm doing a video talking about our neighbors over here. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Hey, am I too loud? Hey, did y'all see that little look he gave when he said, I'm talking about our neighbors over here? He gave him that the niggas look. You know, I'm talking about our neighbors over here. The niggas. Y'all seen that little motherfucking look he gave? Hey, Lenon, the fuck type time you on? Giving that little fucking look out. Or using little snitch bitch ass nigga. Am I too loud? You little punk motherfucker. Let's keep it going.
This is my other neighbor over here. He's real cool. Okay, it's a Mexican dude, real cool. He stayed right here. But anyway, I looked over the fence and I was like, y'all need to turn that shit, and y'all don't turn the shit down. I'm gonna just call the police and we just handle it that way. And I don't want to do that, okay? But you see, once I started to use that language, now all of a sudden they have a level of respect. See, why is it that we have to deal with each other like that in order for us to begin to have a level of respect for each other? See, that's a serious problem. See, that's the only language that they understand. Now, if I talk with them in a respectful way, they're not going to get the message. But if I go off and motherfucking niggas, I'll fuck you. I mean, now they start to understand. See, it shouldn't be that way. See, black people, if you got people who are willing to respect you with their language, you should respect them. Okay? It shouldn't take me to have to turn it up to 110 and motherfucking get like that for you to have some level of respect. That's why black lives don't matter to most black people, because most black people, look, the only way that we communicate is abusive. Nigga, fuck you, bitch, ass, nigga, fuck boy, maggot. You know, this is how we talk to each other. You see, and it's so abusive. I don't believe it. I don't think that we should talk with each other. But if that's the only way that I can communicate to these people so that they can begin to understand, at least begin to conceptualize what I'm trying to, and all I'm trying to say is have some respect. Put some respect on a brother's name. Here I am, an African-American male who is doing right by his family. Put some respect on my name. See, if I'm out here calling women bitches and hoes and I got 5 baby mamas and all this, then you're gonna have some respect. Or if I'm out here rapping and talking shit all day, then now you're gonna have some respect. If I'm drinking a 40, if I'm smoking the weed, now you're gonna have some respect. No, put some motherfucking respect on my name, because I'm a real man who's doing what real men do. I'm here in my family's life every single day. I'm a positive force. I'm a protective force. I don't abuse my family. I don't even use this type of language with my family. It's always love. It's always peaceful. Put some motherfucking respect on my name. You see, so that's why I'm saying black lives don't matter to all black people. It don't. It don't. So this is one of the things that we have to begin to change. So, I mean, at a certain point, they start popping up off the mouth. So in other words, they start talking shit to me. The daughter's boyfriend over here, he started talking some shit. And I was like, man, fuck you. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. And that's the one thing, see, people don't...
You know you done fucked up, right?
Then pop a bottle or get out the club. Fuck around and catch a hollow tryna mug, ayy. Now with the drama, I just want the plugs. I ain't with the drama. Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? Am I wrong if I beat a nigga ass? These rap niggas be talking so crazy, like I won't beat a nigga ass. My daddy told me take him back to the 80s and just beat a nigga ass.
Hey, hold on, Calico. Hey, boy. Did you just threaten to beat his ass? Whoa, wait a minute. So first you was going to call the police, and then he was talking shit to you, and you threatened to beat his ass? Threats of physical violence? Wait a minute, Lenore. How the fuck is you going to threaten to beat his ass because he was talking shit? Ain't that what happened between you and Umar? You was talking shit to him fucking with him, dropping documentaries and all kind of bullshit. And he said he was gonna beat your ass. Nah. He ain't threatening your family. He said he wanted to beat your ass. And you just threatened a young boy across the street because he was talking shit and said you was gonna take it back to the 80s and beat a nigga ass. But you bitching about Umar wanting to whoop your ass. See, you started with the fucking young boy. You started with Umar. Ass whippings should be going around somewhere, and you be the motherfucking recipient. But you threatened that young man and said you was gonna whoop his ass because he said something to you. You bitch. You just invalidated your whole motherfucking stance, nigga.
And they think that they be assuming too much. They assume that just because you refine yourself, and some of you brothers you refine yourself to a certain degree where you don't operate on certain levels. Maybe back in the day you lived a sexually promiscuous lifestyle, maybe you called women bitches and hoes, maybe you was a gangbanger back, and I grew up around gangbangers, okay? I'm talking about real thugs, not fake studio gangsters, not that bullshit. I'm talking about real thugs that did real damage in the community. I got friends that got killed and murdered in drive-bys over stupid shit. I got friends that busted drive-bys. I got friends in the pen at an early age and still in the motherfucking pen. So I know what that's all about. But don't assume that because you see a brother out here now, he's taking care of his family. You know, he's taking his family to the park. He's a respectable and honorable man. He's not disrespecting people. He's out here guarding. He's out here meditating. That somehow he's a weak nigga and that you can talk however the fuck you want to and not get your ass beat. He's a weak nigga that you can talk however the fuck you want to and not get your ass beat. He's a weak nigga that you can talk however the fuck you want to and not get your ass beat. Don't assume that shit, man, because you look at it that way. One day you're gonna assume too much and you're gonna get yourself caught up in some shit where you ain't gonna survive. Because another dude would have been like, okay, you wanna talk that shit? I might be refined now, but let me go get this gat and we can sell it that way. That's not me, I'm not the one. But I will beat someone's ass if I have to. Am I going in a little too hard? Okay. Am I going in a little too hard? Okay. Am I going in a little too hard? Okay, maybe I need to preface this video when I put it up and just let people know, hey, look, there's gonna be some language in here and some hardcore things being said, but this is the truth, and I'm saying it in the manner that it needs to be said. And there's a reason why I'm getting to it. So, anyway, that situation ends, and maybe about a month ago, they finally kicked this dude out. This dude, lazy, don't want to work. They bought him a car to get him a job, talking about the grandparents, to get him a job, and his girlfriend to get him a job, which is their daughter. And he don't get a job. He's over here doing drugs, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, always talking shit. That's the thing, black folk, we talk so much shit. You see, now some people may say I'm talking shit here, but you know, the truth of the matter is that it's one thing to tell the truth and you can back that shit up with how you're living, because I can back that shit up with how I'm living. Y'all come to my house. I know it's not nice. I know we're in a neighborhood that ain't too nice. Okay, I understand all that. It's a small house, but it's all love. You walk in, it's all love. How we treat our children, it's all love. Love, 24/7. How I treat my wife, is all love. So I can back up whatever I'm saying here with what's going on inside my home. I can speak on this with authority. A month ago, we out here cleaning out the SUV. Me and my wife and our children, they were in the backseat rummaging. You know how they like to do when they get in the car, they like to play around. So we got 5 babies, we're out here, and it's real hot. It's been hot out here for a long time. And the night before, police came out because of all this drama that was going on over here. And there's been times I had to call the police because of domestic violence that was going on over here. They kicked the dude out, and they had the police over there, and it was like all this kind of madness, all this arguing and going back and forth, and just drama. Okay, they kicked the dude out, and they kicked his girlfriend out, which is their daughter. They ended up leaving. And I knew that they weren't supposed to come back because of what they were saying next door. But the next day when we were out here cleaning up the SUV, they come, he parks his car right here, and he has 2 of his homeboys in the car. They get out, and then they go around the back way over here. So I'm like, again, I'm hyper vigilant. Okay, so in my mind, I'm like, what are these dudes doing? I already know they're not supposed to be here. You know, what's going on here? So I'm already kind of like mean mugging, which I do. Like, that's how I grew up. I grew up like that. That's why you see this right here? This is from growing up and being mad all the time because of my situation, okay? But then also being on guard all the time growing up, okay? And not just in the community so much as in the home, living in a state of perpetual fear because of my father. I mean, it takes a toll on you. So I'm hyper vigilant. So anyway, they go across and then they end up coming back around this way after a while. And when they start to come over to get back in the car, I'm just kind of mean mugging, looking like, you know, what are they doing? And my wife is sitting there next to the car, and the dude, he's like, "What's up?" I looked over. I don't say nothing. "What's up? You looking at me?" I said, "Well, what's up, man?" Real peaceful, right? "Well, you ain't saying nothing and you looking at me." "Okay, I'm giving you a second chance. Motherfucker, I'm giving you a second chance." "Oh, well, how are you doing today?" "Yeah, you know, I'm standing right here and you ain't trying to say something, so..." Okay, that was it. I snapped. Okay, I opened up the door and I ran up on the dude. Literally ran up on him. My wife was like, and that ain't me. I ain't the one. I'm a real peaceful dude. But see, I couldn't talk with him in a peaceful way for him to get it. "Look, man, ain't no problem, but you making a problem. Okay, so you want to disrespect me and try to mouth off and talk all that shit like right in front of my wife and in front of my children for no good reason. All I'm doing is looking over there. It ain't about you. Because if it was some other group of people that's parked across the street, I'm still going to be looking over there because that's how I am. I'm a very protective person. There's been times where there was a white dude that parked across the street right here one time. This is when we first moved out here, and he was sitting in the car, and I literally opened up my gate. I walked across the street because my children were outside playing. I walked across the street, and I was like, "Can I help you, sir?" He's like, No, I'm just sitting here." I said, "Okay, you're not a pedophile, are you?" No. I said, "Well, I'm just checking. Just want to make sure. Have a good day." Now, some people may be like, "Why'd you do that?" Well, I'm being protective because if he is a pedophile, he's not going to sit. And he sat there, okay? Because if he was, he wouldn't have been sitting there much longer. But it made dude uncomfortable, but I'm doing my job as a man. I'm standing on my square as a protective force. And we should all be like that. So it's not personal. It don't make no difference who it is to me, okay? So I run up on dude. I'm like, "Motherfucker, you got it twisted. I will beat your motherfucking ass right here, right now. You better shut your get your ass back in the car." "Well, you ain't got to be like that." "No, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. I'll beat your motherfucking ass right here." Okay, now people, I don't condone that language, and I don't believe that we should talk to each other like that. But see, there's only so much disrespect that any person can take until at a certain point they have to verbalize in a particular way to get the message across.
Are y'all listening to this bullshit ass story this motherfucker telling? But he said a lot. You said it's only a certain amount of disrespect a motherfucker gonna take before he start thinking about whooping your ass. You threatened this nigga. You said you was the motherfucker mean mugging him. What fucking nigga you know gonna let you look at him all the way to his motherfucking car and not ask you, "What the fuck you looking at?" That shit weird. What the fuck you like what you see? You like what you saw or something, nigga? So of course he had every right to ask you, "Fuck is you looking at?" You looking at him like you the one gonna do something. And you get fucking surprised when he asks you, "Is it a motherfucking problem?" You dickhead. You always fucking with people. Then when they shoot back, you get the bitching. Like you was gonna whoop somebody's ass. But this throws out the window your reasoning for continuously making Umar videos. Because he said he was going to do something to me. Bitch, you just threatened this motherfucker the same way. And you the one be starting shit. And then try to hide your hands. I'm meditating on my racks. You's a bitch ass nigga. But you have been exposed. You got a lot of character flaws, nigga.
But see, there's only so much disrespect that any person can take until at a certain point they have to verbalize in a particular way to get the message across. There's only so much disrespect that any person can take until at a certain point they have to verbalize in a particular way to get the message across. I said, "Motherfucker, I will beat your ass right here, right now. Okay, and by the time I'm done, I'm going to jail and your ass is going to the hospital. Don't fuck with me. I'm not the one to fuck with." You think that just because you see me out here and I'm all peaceful and I'm loving, I'm hugging my people, that I won't beat your motherfucking ass? I will beat your motherfucking So I went off on dude. And that ain't me. That's not how I live. I don't live because I'm all about peace, I'm all about love. But don't get the shit twisted. That's what I'm saying here. Black people, don't get the shit twisted. If people are peaceful, loving, and they look like you, treat them with peace and treat them with love. Have some respect. Put some respect on their motherfucking name. That's what I'm saying. You see, have some respect. Black Lives Matter. How Black Lives Matter? And we can't respect each other. Now, some people may say, well, you talking to him is disrespectful, but you got to understand that I've been dealing with this dude for 9 months and being respectful for 9 months, and all we've gotten is just crazy madness. Police over there all the time. I have to call the police, domestic situations, blasting their music loud all the time. No respect for anyone's peace. If you don't have respect for your own people's peace, how you going to say Black Lives Matter? You see what I'm saying? So dude was scared. Okay, well, and I'm going to say it, dude was scared as fuck because he's backing up in his car. He take his door and he pulls it so that it's a protective barrier. Because I literally ran up on dude. I was like, motherfucker, motherfucker. I ran from this side of the street all the way to the other side of the street. So he's on the defensive. I remember one time he said, oh, I'm not nervous right now. I said, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, you are nervous because you know I'm about to beat your motherfucking ass, okay? But the point is this, at a certain point, you see what I'm saying? So this dude, he has that mentality. Anyway, at a certain point, I start to steer it away from I'm gonna beat your ass to, look, here are some life lessons for you, young brother. And one of the life lessons is, look, man, don't get it twisted. You keep popping off the mouth because he's one of them dudes that'll talk shit all the time. But when it comes down to these right here,
Hold up, y'all. Pay attention to the way he makes a fist with his left hand. Who the fuck puts their thumb out like that when they fucking make a fist? See, this how you know he can't fucking fight and he talking all this shit. You put your thumb like that when you making a fist and you gonna break it. You making a fist like a bitch, nigga. Let me run that shit back.
okay, he ain't about that. To these right here, to these right here, to these right here.
So y'all made it to the end of the shockumentary. I hope that y'all can see now that this bitch ass nigga ain't nothing but a hypocrite. He said he's staying on Umar until he brought the justice. And for what? Because he said he was gonna whoop your ass for continuously fucking with him. That's what any man would say if some nigga from another state kept fucking with him. But here in this video, on 2 different occasions, you said you was gonna whoop a nigga ass. And all he was doing was talking shit back to you. Who the fuck you think you is that you could just say any fucking thing you want to anybody and they ain't gonna threaten to beat your bitch ass? They could tell you's a punk pussy, motherfucker. You see where I'm coming from? So, hey, I'm glad y'all see it. Most of you are going to ignore it because this bitch ass nigga is a cold hypocrite. And it is what it is. So, you know, the punk motherfuckers in this chat, the bitch ass niggas in this chat, oh, they gonna continue to constantly throw they boxes at Lenon from the motherfucking chat room and shit. And you know the broads, they just gonna be in there, you know, still just, you know, trying to take their frustrations out on real male masculinity on Umar and shit. You know, that's the fucking way the game goes, but you've been exposed, nigga. You's a motherfucking hypocrite. And in each of those instances, he was the one initiating the bullshit. Can you fucking imagine if this nigga was your fucking neighbor snitching and bitching talking about he's motherfucking hyper-vigilant? No, you hyper-snitchulant, nigga. You just snitch and tell and bitch about everything. A whole fucking hour-long video of you bitching and snitching about your neighbors. You know too fucking much about everybody. Shut the fuck up and get your fucking mind right and only worry about you, nigga. Don't worry about nobody else. Just you. Cause I'll be watching. Speakeasy is now closed. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here. Deuces.